Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out. Great tits, New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, check mega.
On first down, going back to Patterson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The Falcons at 3-6 now on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers at 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
And complete to Drake London. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A first carry for Tyler Algier. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Montgomery on the counter. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Let's go now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
22 needles.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
The tackle by Robert Quinn. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs. They have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They'll run with Patterson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here we go.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Check strike. Triple 38. Smith red.
One more time with Patterson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Now on 2nd and 13. Fields. He finds his man complete. That's Peters. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. 44 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get into the end zone?
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Okay, ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were... Oh, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown! Odell Beckham, 74 yards. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Fields throw taken in by Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On first down, Fields. And this one too low.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Fields. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fields. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. He's going to let this one go deep. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. again, Fields. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down.
Steal, check, steal.
Right side run with Patterson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Ready. Ultra. Ready?
They'll run with Patterson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Another completion right back to Patterson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Back to the ground now, Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. They'll set up to throw. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Fields. His throw incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them hovering up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. The part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Arnold Ebiketie, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a first down, and one less down to try and get it.
And I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got Patterson on a quick slant here. Touchdown, Falcons! Cordero Patterson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Peters. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now it's Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only do they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes? Oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on a catch and run. 38 yards. From the gun, here's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Donald Parham from 8 yards out. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Third down, here's Patterson. And some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Sometimes you'll line perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. One last throw here for Fields. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. Charles, for this losing side.
I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show.
The coach here, welcoming you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And here comes the winner of the last 2 NFL MVP awards, Aaron Rodgers, as he brings his Packers out for their first series of the game.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good start. 1 play, 10 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On play action, Rodgers. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. He wants it all for the end zone, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So a long field ahead for the Falcon offense as they head out. And they'll be led out by a 4-time Super Bowl champion elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame back in the year 2000. This is Joe Montana. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Montana going for it on 4th. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he is going to have a Falcons first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. No score after 1 on EA. Second quarter now, Falcon football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Montana forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On the give, this is their fullback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. shotgun. Here's Montana. He finds his man complete. It's Perry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now Montana. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Looking to throw again on second down. Montana. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On second down, Lynch. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Now Lynch, he's got it on the draw. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Well, the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 2nd and 4. They will look to throw. Montana. His throw is going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Joe Montana here going to the air on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Montana to throw. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And the Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Airing one deep for Crabtree. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
To throw is Montana. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's fourth down. Going to try to throw for it with Montana. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the legend, Ray Nitschke. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every single
blitz coming, and down he goes. Grant Delpit in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They go up the middle with Lynch. Oh, nice move. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one, because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Perry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's caught by Crabtree. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Well, pass complete there to Crabtree. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. The kick by Gold is good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite, but at 3-3 now here in the fourth. It's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? Because this feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice, intense, on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down at 6. Big play coming up. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Perry. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The slot man in motion right. A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and he stopped immediately there. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Back to throw. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Casper. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field, very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
Fielded right around the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers. Right to the air is Rodgers. And his first look is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's got the Hall of Famer, Harold Carmichael. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On third down, they go to Dickerson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line, got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
From the 36, Rodgers. A throw left side, complete to Harold Carmichael. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Rodgers going to throw. That is complete. It's Eric Dickerson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Eric Dickerson, 51 yards. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by a 4-time Super Bowl champion elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame back in the year 2000. This is Joe Montana. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pen. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So they gave up the big play. First drive, Charles, and now they were looking for a big play of their own. Instead, they throw the interception.
And, Brandon, they came right out and went for it, trying to push the ball downfield. But remember, the other side ran a few plays before their big one, so they got a little impatient there, and it cost them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Inside give to Dickerson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. To throw, it's Rodgers. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. With Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. After 7-0 on the 8th. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Perry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Montana. That's caught out left side by Casper. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down. Now Montana. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll get that to his tight end, Casper. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Man open. Harold Carmichael complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers to throw once more. That is caught by Carmichael. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. Touchdown, Eagles! Chase Claypool from 17 yards out. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Touchdown. Here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless... Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. To throw is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They will look to throw. Montana. Crabtree with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Randy Moss as time expires in the first half. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gold with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 39, Montana looking deep for Crabtree. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Montana to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Going to try to throw for it with Montana. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Casper. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now again, left side, it's Dickerson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the legend Joe Montana and this offense down by 13. A minute 53 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. The pass complete there to Crabtree. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 1st down, Montana. Able to complete to Moss. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. To throw is Montana. He finds his man complete. It's Perry. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for Montana and company. This is caught. It's Crabtree. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Montana. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams. Dave Casper, 29 yards. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Back to Dickerson here on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
Yeah, my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thriving. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the
Hello again, everybody. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready, because we've got another good one on tap.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Ready, set.
First play, first throw coming for Vic. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action now, Vic. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. There's Michael Vick. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Javon Curse. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got Shockey. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Fielded at the 33. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. Play fake. Now here's Montana. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now Montana. He finds his man, complete. It's Perry. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Shotgun, here's Montana. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. Fielded just outside the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by Julius Peppers.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Dave Casper, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Vic with the incompletion there on third down.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Falcon football. The Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Joe Montana here going to the air on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Montana to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And some room to run now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. They will look to throw. Montana. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Julius Peppers. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack on first down, Montana is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Deebo Samuel, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it is 28-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, the 20, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here are special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, remember Seattle, Denver, Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, here's Vic.
Swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside give to Elliott to about the 40-yard line. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
It's a play fake. Now Vick steps away. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Throwing again on 2nd down. Vick eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Vick. Completes it to Samuel. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and 7, Vick. They set up the screened LT. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Vick now. Steps away to his left. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. Cade York gone down for the field goal from the left hash. This from 46. York able to send this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 70 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gold to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.